Hello, everybody. It's 9:30, a Thursday night. Living in Spain by me. Hope everybody's all fine. I'll be honest straight away. I'm going to kick off with the weather because it's been really pants here. I think we're on the second week now, but today the sun did come out for about an hour. It's gone again. And looking at the weather, until the weekend, we got more rain, and it looks like we're going into next week. But anyway, let's finish the weather because Spain's all about the sun because we get 300 and so many days a year. But I do find it hard to believe at the moment we've got sun. Anyway, I won't get into the comments yet. We've got 35 watching. People just still coming in. Got some comments up there already, which I can't see. So I'm going to kick off with my usual thing where I say thank yous to everybody that's bought coffee. Bought me a coffee, I'll just say. I want to thank Richard for that. Big thumbs up. Top man. Thank you very much, sir. Polo shirts are doing well. I've sold 6 now. But first, I'm going to put up a couple of people that I've seen here on Capital. Great couple. Kim and Pat. Now, they obviously got the old T-shirts that I did last month. You can't get these now, guys. But top people, Kim and Pat. Most appreciate it. I believe they got a property now they've bought. So thank you much, guys. Thanks for the support. The thumbs up. That's what I like to see. I want to thank David from Hull, top man, because he's bought the latest polo shirt. He sent it from sunny Hull. And to be quite honest, Dave, you got better weather than me. Even though it's been pretty warm, but the weather has been pants. So I got thumbs up, Dave, top man. So that's the T-shirts and the polo shirts out the way. Thank you much for all that because it's big. It does help me out a lot, guys. I'll go on about information because I get a lot of people at the moment who are thinking about moving to Spain, not just now, but obviously in a couple of years' time. So they're doing their research, which is great to see. A lot of it misinformation out there, but there are obviously some pretty good sites. One of them is Citizens Advice Spain that you can go on the internet. They've got a lot of PDFs there that you can download. Obviously, after the Brexit things, a lot of things have changed now. It's not like it was before. You've got to apply for these visas. So a lot of information on that site. Obviously, another good site that you will need, especially you guys in the UK, the Spanish Embassy or the consulate in the UK. Now, I think there's 3 or 4 of them. So check them out, guys, for the proper information, especially up-to-date information. The UK Gov site is another, obviously, a good idea to go to as well for good information. And obviously, they've got it in different categories. One will be on the UK Gov site, which is living in Spain. Another one will be healthcare, something you've got to look at, guys, now. Healthcare is pretty important to look at. Obviously, the other one, check your passport, because there's nobody coming abroad if your passport's got 3 or 4 months left on it. I think you've got to have at least 6 months on there now. If you're traveling, especially in Europe, probably doesn't matter anywhere else, but obviously the EU, a bit of a sticklers now. Topics. I haven't got a lot to talk about, really, because the weather has been pants for the past 2 weeks. Hasn't been a lot really going on. So topics, all I got really is on campus at long last. They're actually doing the COVID jab. I believe it actually started today at our medical centre on A, because a friend of mine who's in his 80s had a phone call yesterday. Now, I believe, I can't be 100%, but I believe the person that's phoning does speak a bit of English, because what they will ask you, especially if you're in your 80s, thankfully I've got a couple more years to go for that. They will ask if you want it, because it's not compulsory. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. So they will ask if you want it or not. And if you do want it, they book you an appointment probably the next day, which, as far as I know now, it's done at the medical centre. Now, last week, they said it was in Mazarin. So this will probably change week by week, no doubt. And that's about it on that. What I'm going to do now, because we've got 83 in now, so I'm going to do the intro into Expat and Mazarin if I can find it. Where is it? Here it is. Well, welcome to another Place in the Sun by Otherworld Properties. Should we go and have a look? So you got me back again now for the next about 45 minutes. So if you've got questions, please put them. But what I'm doing at the moment, I'm not looking at the comments yet. We've got 26 comments at the moment, 86 watching, which is good. So what I thought I'd do, I'll just show you what I've been up to in the past week. And we start off with the lovely weather. Now, this is on my evening walk with Bonnie, my dog. This is going through one of the parks, and you can see there, and that's, to be honest, that's been like that most of the week and past week with a bit of rain. And I believe if Stafford's watching, we've had some red sand again, which has landed on the cars and obviously in the pool, which is a pain. Now, on Monday, I went over to pay my internet bill with CompuServe, and Codfellas is open. Now, I actually had fish and chips. I've got to thank Steve and Mandy, who went over there, queued up for ages. Obviously, because they just opened up, guys. I presume now they're probably a lot better, speeding up a bit now, but nice fish and chips. I had a battered sausage. Most appreciate that, guys. Doing a good job so far. And I believe Steve and Mandy was telling me that they had kebabs or kebabish things, because I know what, I've only had one kebab in my life, but they do that as well. So they was over on B. So nice to see that they got the sign up. Codfellas, well done, guys. This is another walk. This is on Monday evening. It was a bit stormy because you can see the trees blowing sideways there. But no rain, thankfully. And then that was on that was yesterday, coming back with Bonnie, looking down on and the sun was going down. But yeah, the weather hasn't been fantastic. Next week's videos, I thought I'd do that as well now, give you an idea what videos I'm putting up. I put up videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays from midday Spanish time. And one of them that I've been trying to get for ages because of the blooming COVID restrictions, I managed to get over to Steve and Mandy's, and we've done a Journey 5, catching up from last. I couldn't believe it. Last time I spoke to these guys on the video was back in November, and we'll be talking about what's on their questions: car registration, driving license, residency, tour of their property. You can have a nose inside their property. Got a Neptuno, 3-bed, 3-bath and property, which is nice. And on Thursday, as you probably seen today, I'm back into the abandoned properties. Now, I did say at the beginning of the year, I'm going to try and give the abandoned properties a miss, but I can't help it. I do love going out on a good old nose, going around properties. And this place is just amazing, just down the road from Campersale. It's probably some big... somebody big house, obviously a big man of the Lord of the Manor sort of thing. Nice insides, and you can walk about in there. Obviously, got to take care, guys, when you do these sort of things. And then today, I thought I'd start up a new series. So I get a lot of people asking about the free Amigos. Unfortunately, the free Amigos ain't going to happen for a long time yet, because my Spanish friend Antonio, if you're watching, hope you're fine. He's obviously worried about the COVID and he didn't want to meet up. So that's fair enough. And he's bought himself a house. So I think he's got a lot more things to worry about than going out with me and Jackie. And obviously Jackie's a bit further out as well. So I thought I'd start a new series called The Free Expats. Now, the Free Expats will be going out exploring, doing things. Hopefully you enjoy it. That'll be out in a couple of weeks' time. And this is where we went today. It's an old disused mine. I can't even pronounce the name of the mine, but you won't even find it on Google Maps. I've got to thank, if my friend Fiona Killick is watching tonight, thank you very much, because she was a lady who put me onto this place a couple of years back. And we went in some tunnels, which was amazing. This is one of the shots from one of the tunnels. I've got to thank Steve. He had a massive searchlight. And what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to put up a couple of videos of our little day today. And on now that it might not look much, but that is probably about 100 little miniature bats. It looks like grass from that photograph, but I'm going to show you they were little bats. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put up a couple of clips of today, just to show you, get a bit of a teaser, I suppose, of what's going to be coming along in a couple of weeks' time. So this is from
bloody fog light. Steve's got his
one of the
light on.
Get into. They're pretty well dug out. As you can see, we're not wearing our crash helmets. But
it's like when I put mine on and then he put Steve's on, it just blows it out, doesn't it? That's some light, isn't it?
Just remove that one. Just put up another one. I've got two more to go if you can put up with it. Now this one was actually in a bigger tunnel. We found a little room.
Hola, buenos dias. Oh, this is, so we're on the right place then, because she said to me, there's like a little table in there. And there's a happy tobacco.
Someone's been down here with their sunflower seeds.
Yeah. Oh, it's Ho Jamar Viva. Yeah.
More Spanish there.
Steve.
Hi guys. Nice hide here.
Steve, we found the hole.
A shelf. I've got a little shelf.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you could live in there, really, couldn't you? Is there a bed on the floor?
You could.
Yeah. Get the sofa down here, Steve. Couple deck chairs.
Why haven't you got your light on, Sean?
I haven't got it on.
So why not?
Because I'm saving it.
Is it bright?
Because I don't fucking try. Yeah, of course it's bright.
How bright is it? No.
It's not as bright as yours,
It
obviously.
ain't only bright as mine, why?
Anyway, which way are we going? Because where's that pink line? Is there a pink? Oh shit! Fucking rocks on my head.
Well, turn your one on. Let's see how bright it is.
Oh,
Don't forget, guys, there's all health and safety in
there's
there.
an arrow there, isn't there?
Right, one more clip, and then we'll get on to the blabble again. Because it was a pretty amazing tunnel we went into.
So my torch has just run out now. Steve's.
Fucking old back there. And there's another man-made pot.
Sorry about the
Is there?
swearing,
Yeah.
but that's
Not
where
worth-
it is now, and when you get old.
Going any further is interesting, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know.
I wouldn't want to come down on my own.
No, because I did get a little bit confused then when I was standing over there, looking back at that arrow pointing that way, which is good. It's obviously pointing back to, yeah. That's not going to stop anybody, is it? See what it's on about? Look, that black thing. No, it's not. It's a snake. It's a snake, Steve.
Okay, so anyway, as you can see, we got back. We did. I mean, not those two didn't, but I did get a little bit confused because there was some white arrows in there, even though they were facing the wrong way. But we managed to get out of the tunnels, and we agreed next time we go out, we will fully charge up our torches and probably take some extra torches because we don't know how far those tunnels went on for. They probably went on for a couple, I don't know, maybe a mile or so. So next time we will go back there, but probably later on in the year. So yeah, so new series, the free expats that go out exploring, which will be great fun. Okay. Before we got 42 comments, I will get onto the comments in a minute because I expect there are some questions in there. We'll get to them in a minute. Some YouTube channels that I watch. Hope you guys, if you found any, especially channels in Spain that might be of interest, not just to you, but to me as well. If you find that I don't mention a channel, if you put them below the video here in the comments, that'd be great. Because I always like watching Spanish YouTube channels. Obviously, I try and watch some Spanish YouTube channels, and I try to understand sometimes what they're on about. It's a good way of learning Spanish. One channel I found, this is for anybody that's probably living in the Benidorm area. She's called Lorraine Bate. I think she's got a big Facebook group, big following there, and she's set up a YouTube channel. But it's pretty interesting because she lives in Benidorm too. She's showing what's going on at the moment. I find that quite interesting. Another couple who've just sort of come over last year. Obviously, the name's going to say a lot. The Scottish couple in Spain, Barry and Thingy. I didn't write down Thingy's name. Forgot that. And they're in the Costa Blanca. Now, I'll take it. We're talking probably about Torrevieja way, Alicante way. And they've been going, obviously things are opening up again, just like they are in Murcia, which is great. Another channel in the same sort of area, but I know they're definitely in Torrevieja, and that's Between the Lakes by Mike and Yvonne. And what it is, these two guys got a summer home, well, a holiday home, I should say, and they come over, they get on their bikes and they go traveling around. So that's pretty interesting. And also another channel that I found recently, it's a guy down near Malaga way, which is the south of Spain. I think he's a sort of a solicitor. I might be wrong if he's watching. It's called Up Sticks. He just put up a new video about the obviously the new visas now that you're going to need, especially if you're outside the EU now, about the non-lucrative visa. And he was talking about the healthcare thing, because obviously one of the things you have to do when you apply for your non-lucrative visa is your healthcare that you have to pay for up front. It has to be a Spanish one, but be careful, guys. Make sure you get the one that covers everything, because that's what it's all about. This is what the Spanish don't want you to do, is to just buy like a cheap one and find it not properly covered, because the Spanish embassy will probably kick it out. So worth checking that channel out, Up Sticks. So now I'm going to go over to, because we've got 50 comments, so I better get onto the comments now. We've got time goes so quick. So here we go. We'll go straight in there. Who we got straight away? We've got Emma. Here we go. He's got a big quick. Oh, God. Hi, Sean. Hope you're all well. Asked about the hotel last week, as we had heard on another video about Camp Rousseau, that it was up for sale. Have you managed to find out? I did ask Emma, and to be quite honest, every time I asked the other people, they had heard nothing. It wouldn't surprise me that it's up for sale, because another thing that could have put this thing up for sale is just down, just outside of Camp Rousseau is a thing called the Hot Springs. And I know that hot springs was connected up to the hotel, and that's all dried up. So that could be another reason maybe they're up for sale. But I'll be honest, I haven't heard nothing. And I have asked around. It's not easy. Usually when a rumour like that starts spreading, it will go onto the other Facebook groups, and you get a definite answer. But as far as I know, it's not up for sale. But wait and see. I will keep asking about that, Emma, but thanks for the question. And thanks for reminding me. Terry, good evening, Sean and everyone. Set my alarm clock again so I didn't miss the start as usual. Well done. You here. But UK and Spain looking better on the virus front, so hoping we can visit again this summer. Yeah, long last, Spain seems to kicking its arse now and getting on with it now. And obviously in the Murcia region, the numbers have gone down. Seems to be going down every day. And obviously this week, still can't go out of Mercia region. And there are a couple of towns in the Mercia region we still can't go into. I think one of them still, Alhammer is one of them. But we can still travel about. What's the main thing? And also this week, my friend that I walk my dog with, he's had a phone call yesterday and he went to have his vaccination today. So we'll see how that goes. I can see the Scottish couples here. Top people. Nice to see you guys. Steve, yeah, I'll give him the dog a treat. Good evening, Sean. Hope you well. How's Bonnie? Yes, she's doing fine. She's upstairs with her mum and the kip next to the watching the tally, no doubt. Here we go. Oh, hi, Sharon. Hope all's sunny as well. Fingers crossed. Yes, thank you. Not me, I suppose. Femi, I sure. This is like a beer parlour routine where everyone gets drunk without actually getting drunk. We are getting used to Thursdays. Good. Good. That's what I like to see, Femi. Hope you're enjoying it back in the UK. I bet you're not really, are you? Hola, Sean from Torvacker, Norman Lou. Most appreciate that, guys. Steve, top man. Good evening, Martin, another top man. Hope you're fitting well, sir. Adrian, nice to see you, sir. Facebook user. Hello, Sean. Glad you have the rain. Rather crap here in the UK too. Yeah, I just don't know what's happened. I mean, you know, this is supposed to be sunny Spain, and somehow the rain's disappeared. I hope I've got my fingers crossed. It's back next week. I've got a couple of properties due next week, so I'm praying that I can get out and do them because it's been a couple of weeks I haven't got around doing them. Hola from Rob from Oregon in the US. Top man, hope it's on your dinner break at the moment. Not overworking yourself, sir. Steve, I think I've just seen the Loch Ness Monster. No, you haven't, Steve. I can safely say there's nothing. No, yeah, there's nothing on there, mate. I'd be bloody worried if it was. Danny, top man, thank you, sir. Stafford, nice to see you. Hope you got your pool sorted out in the end. David, good evening from Hull. Top man, Dave. Most appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying it. Even though it's probably obviously not polo shirt weather, but getting ready for that's the main thing. RV, top man. Hope you had a good day. Hope your legs are all right now. And you got your talks back. Danny, good evening, Sean, from sunny Warrington on Cheshire. You know, I've been there a few times. Evening, says Neil, top man. Mandy, I've just seen you in evening. You want to have a word with your husband? Evening, Sean, top man, and all the viewers. Cheers, Marie and Dave. Hope you're fine. Mel, Hockley, hi, Sean, first time watching. Well, hope you keep watching. That's what I want to see. Keep on watching. That's what I always put out. You're going to miss something if you don't. Thomas, good evening. I've got Gary, evening, cold and wet in Oxfordshire. No, I can't believe that. I've just seen Paul Barrett. He's come in, sir. Hello, sir. How are you tonight? Hello, Sean. How are you, mate? I'm getting closer to getting over there. I'm prepared a nice lunch. Looking forward to it. You too. It's one thing, even though it's not sunny, it is definitely warmer. Today we went out, as I've told you, exploring. Steve keeps saying you got to wear your coat because you get cold, and we just ended up sweating, believe it or not. But we managed to get around. Kev, the Argonaut's in there, way short. You may be lacking the sun, but at least, yeah, that's very true. Because I did see, as I was before come down, that the UK weather was like 2 or 3, something like that. Yeah, not below freezing, which is pretty good. Port Solent. We got some Wang, I can't even pronounce that. Anyway, how many different spellings of Sean's are there on here? I think, obviously, a couple of people that have a few beers, maybe the Sean bit goes down the pan a bit, doesn't it? Mike and Johan, nice to see you guys. Hope you're having a good time. and feeling safe. That's the main thing. Rob, no, I saw your vid this morning. Do you know how deep the wells are in that area? I'll be honest, Rob, that well wasn't, we don't think it was a well in the end because it didn't look very deep. And when I say it's not very deep, we're probably talking about 20 or 30 foot deep. And I would imagine that place that we looked at was been there a long time, probably late 1800s, something like that. And I expect everything had dried up. Still don't know really what that place was. Only had one kebab. You're not. Yeah, I know. I'm sure. I'm sure somebody go out and buy me a kebab, and maybe a proper. I always thought a kebab was something you roll up in a what do you call it, like a bread pancake thing with some vegetables in it and a bit of meat, and that was it. But apparently that's not. It's a lot more goes into these kebabs. So yeah, I've got to get down to the old chippy and find out what kebabs are all about. Do you still work or are you retired? Jeff, I'll be honest, I feel like I'm working, but I'll be honest, I can safely say, because my birthday's coming up, everybody. I've got a birthday coming up soon in April. I'll be on the actual state pension. So yeah, I'm properly retired. I don't tell that to the wife, obviously. She's got these big list. Does that make? I can't see it. Can you? Big list. I have a big list of things to do, but thankfully I've got some great friends out there. Stephen Harvey, always willing to help me put up shelves and mend toilets and things like that because they know how poorly I am. Yes, but I am retired, Jeff. Thank you much. Are you? Oh, hang on, Glenn. If you are in, state pension, can you apply for the S1 form and will you qualify for Spanish National Health Service and will not need private healthcare? Will you move to Spain? Right, Glenn. If you're, I'll be honest. Obviously, before the Brexit, yeah, that was the thing. I mean, my wife was on state pension last year, and I come under her because I'm a married person, and as I was her partner, I went onto her S1. Even though we're still, even though I'm on the Spanish health system, I'm still waiting for the Spanish cards. But apparently it's all been approved, and yeah, we're on the Spanish health. But I don't know now after the Brexit thing. I've got a feeling they're not going to honour it, but I don't know. So best thing to do is to go onto the UK government site and see under healthcare if they got it up to date. Because I think I did notice with the government site, some things were still relating back to last year still about, you got, if you were still in Spain, you was resident last year, you got all your rights. And there's not a lot of information when I last looked about what happens now. But I got a horrible feeling if you go for an S1 now, obviously if you're not a resident, that you're going to have to be on the private healthcare. If anybody else can verify that, that would be fantastic. Like I've always said before, guys, anything to do with things like this, you do need to get proper information. I just pass on what I can. Now, don't forget, I come to Spain 5 years ago, so I'm going back 5 years because when I first arrived here in Spain, we had to take out private healthcare. It cost me and the wife €200 a month. Now, somebody sent a message to me this week, and they're doing this non-lucrative visa, and they were quoted €680, which I think that's way over the top. But what I do know is whether the Spanish healthcare system, the private healthcare system, it will depend on your age, and it also will depend on and if you've got any health conditions. And the health conditions, if it's like you had some sort of open heart surgery or anything quite severe, they won't even insure you. So it's something worth checking out. So please check out either the UK Gov site or the Citizens Advice Spain. That's a very good site for information like that, Glenn. Sorry I cut out, but maybe somebody below will be able to do that. Headland, good evening, Sean. Love your videos. Top man. My friend was a miner, but he had to quit when he was shafted. Ray, good one, like that one. Ray Whitty. The free sticky beaks are better than the free expats. What about the liabilities? Yeah, very good. I don't know who that person is. Do I know that person? Maybe I don't. Haley, good evening. I made it. Well done. You've still, yes. So I got a cough coming up there. And I ain't got COVID, guys. Yes, well done, Haley. You got another half hour of me, so we'll keep on going. I'm on my coat. Get my coat. Yes. Could he whistle? Oh, hang on. Obviously, we're going back to there. I've got my coat too. Okay. I'm missing something there, aren't I? Obviously. Hello, Sean. Bruce. Hope you two fine back in Canada. Weather's been pantsy. You've probably got better weather in Canada than you probably here, to be honest, at the moment. But hope you two both well, guys. We are looking to buy and want a large garden. Which properties have are really decent gardens? Good question. That I mean, like I always say to people, really, you need to come over and have a look yourself, really, because some place I could say a Neptuno because it's got a free bathroom property, but on some of the sectors they're quite small plots, and on others they're big plots. I think we got a massive plot. I believe. I mean, I can't even. I lived in this property 5 years, and I can't even remember the style of it. I think. Unless Finney's watching me, he can help me out. I think I'm in a Rosa. Now, that's what I say. Some places, even though there might be a big house with free bathroom properties, not necessarily that they will come with a big garden. So that's why I would say you've got to come over and have a look yourself, guys, because each plot size is different. It doesn't matter the size of the property. You can have a nice big house and a really small garden, or you can have a really small house and a massive garden. And to be honest, wherever you go in Spain, you will need to look, especially on golf resorts. Golf resorts tend to have everything exactly the same. Obviously, on most golf resorts, they have apartments, but you do get villas, but they don't tend to have very big gardens, really, because they've got the golf course, obviously. So you do need to come over and have a look yourself. So that's another question I can't really say, really, because, like I said, you could be on there are some big plots there, and then you go to another place and they got some small plots. So there are places with big gardens, admittedly. So you've got to have a look, guys, because I know you're obviously not going to see it if you look on the internet. You just see the place of the property. That's why I think it's good. Not just me, but other people do videos of properties. You get some idea, especially the size of the pool and the size of the garden. Because when you look at a photograph on the internet, you just usually just see the front of the property and obviously what's inside the property, but not the plot. But probably a good idea also looking at is Google Maps, because you could obviously zoom down on the property. That would give you a good idea. Google Street is another good one. Give you some idea that when you're outside on the road, you can see how big the wall is, because some of these plots are pretty big. But that's giving you some idea. Cheryl, good evening, everyone. How's the vaccines rolling out over in campus? I had my jab. Was a little bit poorly for 48 hours, but 100% good. Good news. I advise everyone that be offered it. Yeah, Cheryl, at long last this week, because last week they were sort of talking about it, and this is for the 80-year-olds. And this week it's actually happening now. People are getting phone calls now. My friend today went over and had his at the medical center, which is good because he hasn't got to go far. So and obviously you've got the option. You don't have to have it. But yeah, Cheryl's had it. I know my mum had it back in the UK, and she said she felt ill for a couple of days. She said she felt a bit like flu, but she's fine now. I've just seen Steve now, right? And has Mandy hit you over the head yet? Steve, I bet you wondering what's he on about. Well, I said a while back there. But hey, hang on, just before, because you lot wouldn't know what I'm on about, but Steve showed me a video tonight of this bloke, he had these airbags under the bed. That's a great idea, eh? Anyway, Femi, do you actually saw a snake, George? No, Femi. It was a pipe. I think it's a bit of electrical pipe, but you know, it keeps them on their toes, doesn't it? If you say it's a snake. Hello, Sean. Hopefully, moving to Spain in 2 or 3 years' time. Just wondering, do you have a community pool on campus and how much to use them, please? Yes, they do have community pools, but usually it's to do with, like on A, we've got 2 areas on A that's got community pools. So you buy the property and you pay for the key, which you can use the community pool that way. And I believe on C and D, they've got, oh God, I keep forgetting these names. If Vinny's watching me, or Harvey could remind me, that there's like a group of properties. They're not the ones that were built by Massa, but by somebody else. And they've got a community pool in the middle. I think they don't pay a lot. I think they pay about, I don't know. I think that when they buy the property, they actually buy the key for the year. I think you're talking about, I might be wrong because I don't need a community pool, but there are community pools on campus, and they look pretty well looked after, I must say, but it usually comes with the property you buy. There is a swimming pool on campus on A, which hasn't been, they shut that down yonks ago. And I think mainly because a lot of people obviously had pools put in and it sort of put them out of business. But there are swimming pools around in the area. There's a big swimming pool, I believe, in Toltana. There's which is indoors as well. There's a big swimming pool down near the port, which is an outdoor pool. But I can't tell you how much. So if anybody that's on campus at the moment and knows how much, I think I was 120. I might be wrong. I don't know. But there are community pools on campus, but it is attached to the property. I can't go out and use it. No Fem. Okay, Steve, that's very good. Adrian, hello, Sean. Bonus TARDIS from Adrian from Lorraine. Arranging in the language of safe from Kent. And via the Hacienda Downimo, the golf resort. Yes, well done, guys. Rob, the free. Yeah, well, we was thinking of names. I'll be honest today, guys. I'm just shocked. God, we got a lot of questions tonight, haven't we? How are we doing? How are we doing for time? We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We've got 108 watching. Must be doing quite good. Is it easier to get a swimming pool made, Sean? Do you need planning permission? Do folk heat their pools, or is it not necessary? A lot of questions there, Headland. Yes, you do officially need to have planning permission. You can have it built by obviously brick and cement. Some people, you can buy it already made, like a fiberglass thing. Price wise, when I first come here, we was talking about 10 grand. I think now we're talking nearly double that now. But you can get a fiberglass one. I don't know what the fiberglass one is. And I do know that you can get it heated. You can get solar panels to heat the pool. Now, I have been told that the solar panels is a waste of time. I might be wrong. I haven't got heating for my pool. And I'll be honest, swimming pools are a luxury, guys. At the moment, I wouldn't put my little toe in that water. It's freezing. To me, I just like looking at it. I do go in it, but not very much. But I'll be honest. But I do like looking at it. It's great when the kids come over and the family come over. They're all diving in there. They live in it, don't they? But for me, it's not a big thing for me. I should go in there more and make my legs, my fitness look better. Is it necessary? I suppose that all depends on how long you want to go in that pool for, really. I think most people go in the pool probably about May, right up to probably about sort of September time. So, you got a good 6 months. You're not using it at all, really. A lot of people go to the sea, obviously. It seems to be warmer in the sea. But you can get it heated, but it's a lot of money. And this is what I say about if you do have a swimming pool, it is a bit of a luxury and it is a bit of expense on your expenditure. So something to think about. what I mean, I think the best thing to do, if you can get a property that's got a swimming pool already there, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. Lorraine, videos are good for a dog, Rio. Okay, I'll read more past that. Sean, do you get any smells from the EDR as buying a place on? We'll see EDAR then. Smell. I mean, obviously we get smells here because obviously we got pig farm. Well, when I say we got a pig farm, I think the pig farm's gone. There's a pig farm. You're going to have to remind me later on. It's probably right down the list. The EDAR. Yeah, there was a pig farm on C, but after nosing around my drone a couple of weeks ago, it looks like it disappeared and it just got a chicken farm further over. But you do get the odd smell every now and again. I'm not going to say you don't on B sector. Now, maybe what you're on about, if I'm right in thinking, you're on because I can't believe all the places I've been to in Spain. Campersol has got its own sewage farm. But I always wonder, where does all the sewage go? And apparently, a lot of these places, a lot of these golf resorts, they don't have a sewage farm. I can't. So it's going straight into the ground, which can't be really good, really. But thankfully, we got one. And if you're on about the sewage place, no, you can't smell it. No. Pig place, and you got obviously pig places in the distance. You will every now and again get the odd whiff of the piggy smells. Wow, someone who understands on the chat, impressed. Yes, but not me. Stephen, I thought you heard Sean say snake. Yes, he did. But he didn't get the free cavers. Yes, that's a good one, but we'll not be doing cavers all the time, Andy. We will be doing other things. I haven't thought about what we're going next time, but good idea. Hola, Sean, fab stuff as usual. Thank you, Nurse Jim. Hope you're both fine, you guys. How we doing? 105 still watching. Yeah, good there from Thomas. Yes, you need a license. I know, obviously, you will need a license because when you come to sell the property, that will be on the Escritura. Now, when we bought our place, the guys didn't put it on the land registry. So, thankfully, the solicitor picked that up and that was put on there. No problem. You know, it wouldn't like it cost us nothing. But yeah, you do need building permission and you will need a license. Okay, Stephen. Hi, Sharon. Good. We're having the chat there. It's good to see. Hi, Sean. Is it? No, it's not. I mean, today it's supposed to say it was supposed to rain today, but this morning it actually looked like the sun was going to come out, and it did. It did for about an hour or so. It popped out for a bit and then it disappeared again. And looking at the weather report for the rest of the weekend, I mean, it looks like we've got rain. Hopefully next week. I haven't seen it yet, but we think the sun's coming back. But it should be. It's 2 weeks now. No fan. It's a piece of wire. That's what he says. Love the backdrop. Thank you. Yes, this is my back door here looking over the lake. If it only, my outdoor swimming pool, I would say. Have you got any? Yes, Stephen, I've got a new tinny tonight. Look at this one. It's a Fanta. Look, yeah, Fanta lemon. I'm glad you said that because it made me. Oh, where in Dorset did you live, Sean? We used to live in Bridport. Now in Cornwall. We are joining you soon. Well done. We're in Dorset. I moved around a bit in Dorset, I must say. I lived down in Bournemouth, but over the pool. And then I moved over to a place called Child Oakford. That's a great place that was, right out in the country, right in between all the hill forks and the country thing. But I have to admit, the weather, even though it was supposed to be sunny down in Dorset, it was, yeah. But lovely days, that's what I'd say. Good memories. Hi, Sean. Another great showing. Thank you, Brian. You're top man. Always like to see that. Ailey's going to ask about how's the pool coming on. Have you done the pool video yet, Sean? I will say, Ailey, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but at long last, the wife's given up on the pool cleaning, and we've got a pool cleaner in now. My wife did say, we're not asked the pool cleaner. I don't think he's going to be very happy showing how to clean your pool, but I am working on it, Ailey, because my wife sort of semi-finished the video, so I'm going to try and convince her to finish it off so you can see how to clean the pool with all the stuff, even if I have to get some help from my great friend Steve and Mandy, because they're actually cleaning their pool. So maybe in an episode or a journey of Steve and Mandy cleaning the pool, I can see it being a seller. Good evening from Scotland. Well done, guys. Nice to see you. I think I thought I caught up then, but I obviously didn't. Andrew, evening, Sean from Northampton. Thank you, sir. Thumbs up there. Your horizon's not straight. Steve, this guy here, Steve, he's a photographer, and he's always because I'm known in the photography world as Mr. Auto, and Steve is known as Mr. Manual. But if you look at the picture, Steve, I think, yeah, isn't it? I'm going to have to recorrect that next week, obviously. Well done for pointing that out, Steve. Hi, Sean, Nick from the Country Club. Well done, guys. Just down the road from us, the Mazaron Country Club, Nick should say. I think, Nick, was it you that I saw the other week coming back from the guns? I think I might be right. Bruce, evening, Sean. Hoping to be back in June at last. We saw our house in March last year. God, that's a long time, isn't it, Bruce? Just got back to the UK when the first lockdown started. Yeah, things are starting to look better. Obviously, last week, I think Ryanair and EasyJet were getting a huge amount of, because obviously the UK did the forward planning thing, and things are going well here. So, yeah, I think things could be improving. Fingers crossed, Bruce, that's what I say. And we do 118 people. All good. Andrew, sure, for future reference, when you do another Place in the Sun video, they're called ceiling fans. I'll be honest, Andrew. I mean, as you probably noticed, I'm not one of these people that has it all written down, you know, like a professional person would do. The walks in. I mean, I'll be honest. I do go into place first, have a quick look around, open up all the shutters, obviously bring in light, but I don't tend to look at anything. So when I go in a room and I see the wordy thing, sometimes I do get it right. I do say it's a ceiling fan, but most of the time I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I've got to say something, so I say a wordy thing. But people know what wordy things are. That's the main. And I know I never go wrong with the aircon, do I? Because I can't think what you would call that other than aircon. But yeah, well spotted that, Andrew. And also, if you notice, when I go into the main sitting room, I always look at the log fire thing. That fools me sometimes. I went in a property a couple of weeks ago, and it was on the wall. It was like an electric effect thing. I was thinking, surely that's not a fire. So I just said quickly, electric fire. But yeah, as you can see, it's not always. Obviously, when you see it on telly, A Place in the Sun, they're all really smart. But then they take a whole week. I take like 10 minutes. They take a whole week doing their production of properties, while I just take 10 minutes. But I've got a nice, hopefully I'm going to get out next week and do it. I've got an Art Deco. I think it's a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom. It looks lovely. And I will try and make it look a bit more professional when I'm looking at the whirly things. Rob, your location today, Dirty Point. That's what it's called. Dirty Point. Rob's on about the disused mine I went today. I did wonder what the words mean. but it's probably right because those tunnels were really bad. We actually had to put face masks on because there's a lot of dust down there. And obviously, when we saw the bats, because I think they can give you a bad chest infection. Maybe that's why I'm coughing tonight. I don't know. Tony, I saw my son said he met on Capitol before you come so famous back 3 years ago. Oh yeah, I know. Don't get recognised now, Tony, because I wear a frigging mask now, and people just look at me. Oh, who's he? So hopefully next year, I can't see the mask disappearing, but hopefully next year people will recognise me. Talking to Vinny at the moment, Sean, top man, good, top man, Linda, and I was excited about our new life. Good, that's the main thing. Looking forward to the new dream of your life. Evening, Sean. As you have known, we just had the budget in the UK. Guess what? The Kit Kats, have they? They come down, Diane. Wow, the Kit Kats have come down. No, obviously not the VAT off them then. The only problem is, because of the Brexit thingy, I don't know if you know, but I was about to say here in the UK then, I was going to say here in Spain, we've got Tesco's just down the road in the port. They've been having major problems trying to get stuff back from the UK. I was talking to my friend Alan, who owns the supermarket on A. He was saying that all products that have got milk and meat in are the things that have been held up. So I believe Kit Kat's on the list. So send it in the post. Even saying that, even the post is taking ages. But thanks for the information, Diana. That's what I need to know. Hi, Sean. Yogi, top man. Hope you're well. Yes, no problem. You're not late because you can always watch it again. Working at the moment, looking forward to retirement. What day's challenges do you face when you live in Spain? I think the main challenge that most people will admit to is what day it is. I know that sounds mad, but I'll be honest, I forget. I know it's obviously tonight's for it. I wouldn't be here, would I? But most days I wake up and I don't know what day it is. Every day seems to be the same day. I don't say there's any challenges, really. I can't think of any challenges at all, really. I suppose the only challenge you ever get here in Spain is when you got anything legal to do, like if you want to go and pay for something. It's not always easy. It's not straightforward. Spain likes to have everything on a piece of paper and a stamp on it. You have to go there. You say your name. Yes, thank you very much. We're booking an appointment. Come back another day. But then on saying that, I do like that style because it's laid back. Take it easy. We do. Mañana is a very popular thing here, which I love really because there's no rush to do it. There's always another day. I wake up and I think, what should I do today? I don't know. Maybe I'll go out. Not saying that the wife's happy with that, but it's every day is different. But I wouldn't say it's a challenge, Yogi. This is something you might get to love. Cheryl, seen the video going from A to D. Isn't it a long way from A? Right. You've seen a video from A to D. Isn't it a long way from A? Cheryl, depends really. If you're in a car, 10 minutes. If you're walking it, yeah, it's. I've seen that. I think he said it took 50 minutes, which I could quite believe. That's what I mean about if you're thinking about living on D, for instance, you want to go over to the shops on B for that's probably obviously the closest. You could walk it, but in the summer, when it's we're talking August or even July, really, it's up in the 40s. Would you really want to be walking out in that? I wouldn't have thought so. So, car is a must. Obviously, you can get other things, or you can get these electric scooters. I wouldn't want to be on one of them myself. A bicycle, we've got lots of hills there, but a car, yeah, definitely a car must. We've got Hiya, says AJ, nice to see it. Oh, we've got a big one here. We've got a Facebook user. You can still get the S1 still after Brexit. However, you won't qualify for the national health care system. if you're mad enough to return to Britain once you become a resident of Spain. As also also whatever age you are, have to pay the first 12 months private health insurance up front if you're not a pension age. I think what I have heard on this S1 thing after now, yeah, you're not going to be covered, are you? But what I have seen for us guys that are living here now, the ICI card. This is that card you used to go on holiday with, which covers you like for A&E. That still covers us guys here. So if you want to travel within the EU, because we're allowed to, because we're a resident, you can use your ICI card. So you can still apply for your ICI card, but obviously you guys that are out the EU now, you can't do that. I think you got they want you to take travel insurance. This is another thing that obviously wasn't mentioned in the Brexit talks, was it? I've just oh god, I've got to get through this lot, guys. I ain't got long to go, so I'm gonna cut it quiet. I shall. When will the new video out of on YouTube? Hang on. When will the new video be out on the YouTube? Love the videos, George. I'll bring out videos every Tuesday and Thursdays. If you're talking about the free expats, that won't be out for probably about another 2 or 3 weeks yet. I'm starting to catch up with videos now. Mark, I've seen the videos. A lot of businesses closing on the Costo. Is that just the tourist spots, or is it happening even the local chains? There have been businesses here on Campbell shut. No sooner they're shut, they've been taken over by other people. Now, I do know that Belladome has been suffering quite badly, and I would imagine it's more to do with the touristy areas because they do rely on tourists, So it's probably like down in the south as well, huge tourist places there as well. You can't carry on, keep paying the social security here in Spain. It's quite expensive, I think. And if you're not bringing nothing in, but thankfully it looks like things are getting a little bit better. But yeah, there are places shut, especially in the tourist areas. Hi, Sean. Greetings from Dublin. I've known your address this while back, but is there any update on the Brexit? Houses affected prices? As far as I know, prices have been pretty stable. If anything, I think prices might even go up. I know that's hard to believe, but I was watching one of Stuart Spain Speaks YouTube guide. Stuart was saying prices will drop in, but after you said that, I did a bit of checking. I haven't seen nothing like that. And if anything, they're still building property here. Don't forget, they've got a lot of people from the EU, especially northern EU, like Belgium, France, and Germany. A lot of interest there. People coming over, and we get Chinese, obviously. I wouldn't say nothing's happening yet. Obviously, I can't say in the next couple of months, but as with this vaccine thing starting to work now, I can't see prices dropping. Monsoras, that's it. Not sure what the spelling. Yes, you're right. This is going back to the guy who was asking about the community pool. There are a couple of places on C and D. There are like groups of property. Monsoras, they've got their own community pools. So when you buy the property, you're entitled. I can't go and use it. They can. And it's the same on A. There is property there around the community pools. And those guys that buy the property, they get a key. I can't go to those community pools. So something to think about when you go into the estate agent, asking about that. Oh, sure. Wayne, top man. Yeah, you're not, we are late. Yes. Andy, you're top man. I caught you. Andy from Australia is going out and he's walking his dog in a minute. Top man, thank you for popping in. Thomas Levelers, which have pools pay the community charge approximately 30 to 50 a month, but there are lots of pools in the area. And yes, that's very true. The beach is down the road. Right walk, yeah, sewage farm. We sorted that out. Thank you, Stafford, for that. Thanks for the help. Okay, I'm going to carry on reading the 138. God, we're going well tonight. I'll knock off the old R-Pass thing. Hang on, get that off. Right. Hang on, keeping a pool is a good order, cost about $900 a year maintenance. Haley, if you're watching that, it gives you an idea, because somebody did ask me that last week about how much does it cost to maintain your pool. Obviously, if you get a pool person, it's going to cost you a lot more, probably more like double that. So that gives you an idea, because I think hang on, is that Norman? Yep. What Norman was on about then was obviously your water and your electrics could be included. That obviously the chemicals as well. Elephants. I always wonder what that meant. I'm from the south. Diane, top lady, the free drunken liabilities. That's very true, but thankfully not. The free explorers. Yes, we did venture on these names. Rainforest. Till next, yeah, you never know. Rainforest, rain forecast. That's on next Tuesday. No, God, we can't believe it. We've got another week of it nearly then. Hello, Sean. Do you have any local bus services where you can travel further afield, or what's the nearest train station like? Okay, yes, there are local bus services. They stop on A down near the chemist. There's actually a bus that goes through campus up to Corvair Airport when that gets back to normal. You can catch obviously a bus down into Mazaron and the port. I'm not too sure about going the other way, but I know the nearest train station we got is at Toltana, which is about 10 miles away. You can leave your car there. It doesn't cost you nothing in the car park. It's free. And obviously from there you can go all over Spain, because it will take you into Murcia, up to Alicante. Once you get to Alicante, you can get on the super speedy train. I think there you can go right back to the UK. But unfortunately, actually in Mazaron itself, there's no trains there. But there are local bus services about, and they're pretty cheap. I haven't been on one yet. I must try that on and off. Ole, Sean, or Sister Robbies, you stick that to your cadre. Yes, get Steve and Mandy. Right, okay, Ali, we're on the case. That will solve the. Brian, nice to see you, sir. Thanks for popping in. Nick, yes, it was you. I obviously didn't notice you. I know you put a message up later on saying that you waved us, because we let you through, didn't we? Come on, everyone, like the videos. There's only 30 likes so far. Yeah, top lady, Haley. Diane, yes, we'll do, Haley. Well done. Do a triple like if you can. George, we can't wait to get back to Spain. I'm sure there's loads of people. I know loads of people that have been. It's been a whole year. They want to get back to their holiday homes and their homes that they own there. Fingers crossed that all goes well, guys. Lee, keep the horizons as it is. Sean, looks like a log fire, ceiling fan, Akai, wingy thingies. I'll do that, Lee. I'm not going to mess about with it because it'll fall down. Hi, Sean from Milton Keynes. Okay, I'm shooting through now. We're getting near the end now, guys. This is Matthew. Love the videos, especially the place in the sun with the whirly giggy things. Yes, there'll be more whirly curly things. I can assure you of that. And we still got 124 watching me still. The only thing in Spanish, don't fast. Yeah, that's very true, Steve. Breaking up there. Breaking up. Oh, no, not breaking up. Am I? Thumbs up. That's it. Well done. We got that great show. Great show. I hope that. Yeah, so do I. I'll put it this way. Once I got that sun out again, there'll be loads of photographs up. Good night, Sean, Kev, top man. Yeah, I will say, Steve, and you stay safe as well. God, that was a mouthful, wasn't it, Steve? You ever been to Spain? Yeah, I think he has. Sitting there. Please, yeah. Baz, top man. Hope you're all right, sir. Thanks for watching. Adios, Sean. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, we're getting through it now. Oh, Sean, there's a poisonous snake where you walk. Oh, there. Yes. Well, somebody said to me there's no poisonous snakes in Spain. Well, I can safely say there are poisonous snakes in Spain. Are they killers? I don't know, because they're quite squatty little things. But there are poisonous snakes. And I've seen one on the back when I'm walking Bonnie. But thankfully, they don't tend to hang about. They move so quick. Good night, Femi. Good. I sure missed you. SK, I'm off now. I've gone over my time, but I want to say hi to everybody before we go. No doubt, good night from sunny Wrexham. Well done, Ailey. Watch next week. Hear furthermore about the swimming pool. Great show, Carol. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the show. That's the main thing, guys. Okay, I'm going now. Good night from Thailand. Wow, from Thailand. Oh, that's a long way. That is another great show. Top man, Steve. I'll Kit Kats tomorrow, mate. Good night, Mike and Favon. Thank you very much. Hope the petition's going well. Anyway, I've got to go now, guys. I've got to say adios, amigos. I'm going to put up the old shutdown video. And good night. Catch you next Thursday. God, you forgot the end, didn't I? Next Thursday, 9:30 for 1 hour only. I'll try and keep it for an hour if I can.